Good morning, ladies. These are already driving me nuts today. This is not a small town. Look at you all. Come on. Come on. Go that way. Can I get the eggs? Can I get the eggs? That's a fake egg. Oh my goodness gracious. Excuse me, you all can't get in the same box. I'm trying to go underneath here and pick up all the eggs. You're a good girl. Hold on, is there any more under there? Oh my goodness. Endless egg supply. Do I have them all? There you go. And we have eggs. You just know if you did all this carrying on in a small town, you would literally be in the pot by now. Facts. You all want to lay in the same nesting box. Good morning, everyone. Look at all the eggs. I didn't pick yesterday's, but a lot of eggs. I've already had them out because, let me show you why. Okay, let me grab it so I can show you. This right here was sent to me by Flock Party. Listen to them. It is a blend of mealworms, black soldier fly, larvae, and grasshoppers. Yo, I had no idea until I put my hand in here. I was like, oh, gross. Let me show you. Look at how big those grasshoppers are. Can you see that? Oh my goodness gracious. I had no idea. So they've been out. They're acting a little bit on the bratty side today, but a great big shout out to Flock Party for sending me this tasty trio bag. Thank God, because my girls didn't have any treats left. They are a hot mess, and I'm dealing with a dog, which every way you could think of that I keep trying to lock the door. Doggy door, she keeps getting out. So it took me a while to get one in. Yes, these are cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. Say happy Monday, everyone. Say we are a radical bunch today. Yes, we are. I brought out some eggplant, some cucumbers, some peppers, some squash. They have their fermented feed with sunflowers in it. They have their little rocks, eggshells, some sunflowers, fresh water, and feed with sunflowers in it. My goodness, girls. They were all in there fighting over the one nesting box. Just one. Yes, these are crazy. Wasn't that awesome for Flock Party to send me that out? Awesomeness. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah. Are you going to be okay today? What? So they've been out. If they go anywhere near that fence, the one dog that actually went after a chicken, she starts locking her jaw and licking her mouth. So, freaks me out. And everything I do with the doggy door just doesn't seem to work. Say, happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday. Didn't you like that? So, they were over there free-ranging. And I did a quickie video for Flock Party and gave them a bunch. And whew, they tore that up. They love it. So you like my little reference? Try that in a small town. Yeah, my chickens are a little bit crazy. I'm sure you aren't oblivious. Excuse me. I'm sure you aren't oblivious to what's going on. And it's one of my favorite artists. And I'm actually wearing a shirt. Oh, look at her. She's laying underneath the water. Oh, you're so silly. So, I think what's going to end up happening with this run, because I've never experienced this before, where it has like a slight smell to it. I keep raking it, and then I lay down more bedding, which is a waste of my money. I think I had the conversation with Jean that maybe some of that dirt that's out front with some of the stones could come in here for this run. One, to fill a couple holes, and then two, it probably would help with the humidity that is going on. So they're good. There's three. One's hiding underneath the water, staying cool. And I have to get this clean. Hopefully I have another bag. Let me see if I can adjust this camera to show you what the commotion's been. Almost. Bear with me, friends. So one is in there, and the other one's in there. But they have the two other boxes. They're just crazy. Crazy, I tell you. Right? You want to be on camera? This is the new tripod. I'm just trying to get it to cooperate. What are you being all fussy for? Oh my goodness gracious, I tell you what. Usually my wind-ups are pretty quiet, but you know, between the heat and everything else. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah. I was petting her going all the way down the ramp. Yeah, you're getting cold water. I want to get to that watermelon today so I can give them part of the watermelon to eat, but they're not hurting at all. Cold cucumbers, zucchini, an eggplant. I had a squash plant that came out of the tower that definitely had the squash-borne worm in it, and I took the whole thing and threw it in here for them. They devoured that and ate all the bugs that were on it, so I am down one plant inside my green stock. But this is the ladies this Monday. I'm hot. I was sitting over there with my coffee, but then I heard them all fighting over one nesting box. Right, girls? But they love their fermented feed. They love it. And every day I've been having to wash out the water because of algae. I'm sorry, am I not allowed to speak? Am I not allowed to speak? And using a sponge with the hose and scrubbing it out. And then I usually come out here with a big blue cup and fill it out with some ice. So it's a little bit of a radical morning this morning. Don't know why, but it is. Let me put you here so you can watch the chickens eat for a second while I move their bowls. Maybe they'll be quiet for a couple minutes. I plan on letting them back out, but they're in the process of laying eggs and doing all that stuff, so. I think that that's adorable. She's underneath the water, but I forget, somebody asked me, I don't know if it was on Instagram, why don't I get them a little pool? And I'm like, they're not ducks. If I even slightly spray the hose and it goes anywhere near them, they like just freak out. Chickens don't like to be wet like that. And Miss Houdini is out again. I don't have the gate locked. So, because I had to keep going back and forth, and it's so hot here. But she will sit right there, wait for one of them to go behind the run and walk in front of the fence, and then she starts freaking out. She'll bark and lock her jaw, and the weird thing of it is she starts licking her chops. The other two dogs could care less about the silly chickens that are giving me all those amazing eggs, right? I still haven't pickled any eggs. Ugh, I have to do that. And one of the batches I had to wash because we had a lot of rain here, and you know, chickens will get the eggs all dirty. So I was using those up first out of the fridge. So, needless to say, and I've already told you, I think it's probably now going on 2 weeks. I gave Debbie 48 eggs because I don't want them just sitting around. And I am going to try to get my hands on some lime and a food grade bucket and start water glassing a lot of these eggs that are coming in. I was talking to Proud Mom the other day. I also talked to Pam about maybe a week ago. Lots of prayers for Pam. She's in California, and I guess the heat is really bad, and she's, I don't know, I asked her if she had a heat stroke. I don't think that she did, but she has like weakness and stuff like that. So a lot of prayers for my good friend Pam. You just have to be really careful gardening and being out in this heat for too long. Trust me, I know it sucks the life out of me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think one is still inside. Actually, one is inside the nesting box, and the other one's just standing there in line waiting. But yeah, lots of prayers for Pam. And in case, I don't know if I can aim this correctly. Maybe I can. Let me show you in my shirt. This is one of my favorite artists. This is Jason Aldean's. He put a video out. Try that in a small town. I don't usually bring any politics to my channel, let alone it's Chicken Day. But I've been following him for years and years. And I watched a video. I don't find anything lynching about it. To be honest with you, everybody wants to have something to be mad at. I think the moral that he was trying to come across is if like the big cities tried to be more like a small town mentality, there would be a lot less violence. But because he did it outside that courthouse where I think a black man was murdered, lynched, but back in the 1920s, I mean, that's just craziness. Plus he lives right near there. So I found a list of every TV show. There's been Lifetime, Hannah Montana, that has all done movies and TV shows at that same, I think it's a courthouse, so, you know, and burning the American flag, which honestly I think should be a crime. So I don't find anything wrong with it. He's one of my favorite artists. It was always Tim McGraw, Jason Aldean, and now I'm on the Morgan Wallen. I like his music. So, like I said, I saw the video. There's nothing racist about it. People just all want to be in an uproar. I don't care what color you are. Yellow, green, purple. I really don't care. We have to learn to come together and love everyone. And stop this race thing. I think it's what the government wants. So there's my little Monday morning rant as far as that topic's concerned. And yeah, so I'm gonna wear my t-shirt today. I do have a tank top underneath of it. I have some things to get done. And I will let the girls back out as soon as I go in there and do the watermelon. Well, actually, as soon as I can get the dogs situated. I want to cut into that watermelon, get some in the fridge so that we can eat it cold. And then I will give some to the chickens. Watermelon is a great way of keeping your chickens hydrated. What, you don't want me to pet you? Look. You silly chicken. You're a silly chicken. I think I may have semi-fixed my tripod. This is the new one. It still needs to be straightened a little bit, but I'm trying. I am trying, and I'm trying to stop running outside without the tripod because everything's a video, but you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. So yeah, this is the girls. This Monday morning, being a tad bit radical. So I have all those eggs right now that are currently sitting in that basket. And I want to do another great big shout out to Flock Party for sending my girls. I never purchased this. I've purchased mealworms before for the girls. But again, this one has a blend of mealworms, black soldier fly, larvae, and grasshoppers. And those grasshoppers are pretty big. Shake for excitement. I did it, and unfortunately, when they were out free ranging, I didn't have the camera on, so I'm really sorry. But yeah, 46% protein, which is what chickens need. So thank you to Flock Party for sending this out. The girls love it. Right here it has crude protein, 46%, crude fat is 19, crude fiber is 14, and moisture is 12%. So I like their products. I usually will just get mealworms, but I'm in Pennsylvania and they've been extremely expensive. So, you know, if you can afford them, great. If you can get them on sale, great. If you can't, well, it's not affordable. And I have this whole thing of eggs to deal with. This I bought. This Flock Party, I never clicked it off. This is from Tractor Supply, but I love their products. It is definitely a company that I would represent. So thank you for the treats. The girls love it. Believe me, you. Just gonna have to use it sparingly. So that is this Monday's video, everyone. I hope that you stay cool. I don't know what your weather's like where you are. I'm in Pennsylvania, but humidity, god-awful. Some rain here and there, but mainly just... we also were affected by the Canadian wildfires again the other day. The breathing was a bit much, so do be careful with that. And we had a little bit of rain, but it's just hot. I mean, granted it's summertime, but it's the humidity here. Pennsylvania, grow zone 7B. So, let me swing this around and show you the ladies one more time. And I do have to, I feel like I just did this. So, I don't know. I think that might be the best option, is to maybe use some of the rocks and some of the dirt outside. I briefly mentioned it. We'll have to see what happens, but I have to check the garage to see if I have a bag of bedding, because this needs to be cleaned out. And I've already had to replace 2 of their pads for their nesting box because they broke a couple eggs, I guess about a week or so ago. But everybody wants to be in there. One nesting box. If you know chickens, they want the one. So, say have a great week. Have a lovely Monday. Say we love you. Say we're just a little crazy with the heat. One quick last little note. When I was doing their water yesterday, this area here just seems to get wet. And I was scrubbing it out right here, and all these worms came up. So the girls had a fiesta on some worms. So on that note, I'll show you the chickens again, and we will say goodbye. Say have a great Monday, have a blessed week, and we will see you on the next video. Bye, friends.